You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. 37-year-old Janet Irvin is now facing charges in the Quawan Bobby Charles case. The 15-year-old boy was found dead in a sugarcane field last November after investigators say Charles was last seen with Irvin and her 17-year-old son. According to the Iberia Parish Sheriff's Office, Irvin is facing charges of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and failure to report a missing child. On October 30th, Irvin and her son picked up Charles outside of his father's home in Baldwin, Louisiana. Charles's parents said at the time they didn't know Irvin or her son and never consented to Charles leaving with them. Now, these charges come months after the family has been demanding Irvin be charged with Charles's disappearance. The Charles family says they believe law enforcement dragged their feet because Charles is black. Lawyers for the family issued a statement on Tuesday saying, quote, "We will continue to fight, we will continue to advocate for Quawan's family, and we will work tirelessly in our pursuit of justice, transparency, and accountability." This is a very, very troublesome case, Monique.
Yes.
Y'all show it again. I am going to, so let me, I got to pull it up, but let me warn our audience. I'm going to show you the photo, but I'm warning folks, so I'm giving you about a 60 to 90 second head start. So I will literally show it in 2 minutes. But if you need to turn away, please do so. This young boy leaves. Y'all roll the footage, please. This is what he looks like. You'll see in here what he looks like. But then I'm going to show you what it looked like when his body was found. And it never added up in this case. My problem here is when the cops, initially when they got the call, their position was, oh, he's probably at a football game. Based on nothing, like nothing, then all of a sudden it was different when his body was found. So she has not been charged with murder, but this is at least a start, Monique.
Yeah, they're still not there though yet. This one is sinister, and I don't know. I always, my gut told me the family knew more than they were saying, but law enforcement to me is complicit in this. And I just have had a feeling from the very beginning that a small circle of people knew exactly what happened and that some of them were in power and were not saying.
That is certainly the case, I believe, Robert, as well, because it made no sense whatsoever.
And it reminds me a lot of the Kendrick Johnson case here in Georgia, where the community is demanding justice, they're demanding outside prosecution, they're demanding investigation, and we have this good old boy system of police officers and prosecutors, which makes it very difficult to find justice, particularly in small towns in America, without the ability to bring national attention to the case. As I often do, I like to substitute our young black victim in this case for our fictional young white woman named Lily White, who's the same age, wearing a Girl Scout uniform or cheerleading uniform, depending on the situation. What would the national response be if that was Lily White who was missing? Would the police just say she's probably at a football game and put no more thought into it? Would there be no more national press attention on it? No, we know exactly what would have happened. Nancy Grace would have been down there. Anderson Cooper would be there. They would have helicopters, 24-hour coverage until they found out what happened. We have to do the same. This is why black media is so important. It's why black organizations are so important, because the only way to shine that bright light on subject is to have people who care about it. And sunlight is the ultimate antiseptic, and the more we pay attention to this case, the more likely justice is to be served.
And again, when we talk about Mustafa, what is so strange about this, and again, so folks, this is the warning, so please turn away if you like. On the left is Bobby Charles. On the right is how he was discovered. Teeth missing, knocked out. I'm sorry, folks, that is shades of Emmett Till. Something clearly nefarious happened here, and this boy and his family have not gotten justice, Mustafa.
Yeah, first thing I thought of when I saw it was Emmett Till. This just speaks to the disparities that we have in relationship with law enforcement. Everybody watches the first 48 and they understand, that if folks don't get real focused real quick, that you're more than likely not going to find whomever we think may have been murdered or assaulted. And we also know that when they said it themselves, when it comes to black boys, he's probably at a football game instead of assuming that he had been, taken away and getting the work done very quickly. So you got the two dynamics that are going on. You have this dehumanization of black boys and black girls and how they're viewed. And then you also got the dynamics that go on with, unfortunately, with law enforcement, where there are some who don't take their job as serious when it comes to black and brown bodies and getting engaged and putting the full resources of their respective departments behind the search.
Again, so folks, we're going to keep updating you. We did reach out to the family's attorney. Folks were under the weather, so we'll try to get them on as soon as we can. All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends, go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.